What's going on YouTube? Tass here, bringing you another YouTube video. And today, guys, off that last video I done that's similar to this, you remember a couple days ago I done a video of the best team on FIFA via the positions. It obviously went down really well with you guys, so I thought, you know what, let me help you guys out. First of all, we're sitting here, it's Saturday, isn't it? It's weekend league time. Let me help you out with a squad builder. And obviously the last video I done, even though it went down really well with you guys, obviously, the amount of coins needed to make that team is ridiculous because not even I can afford it. So, it was more so just a knowledgeable thing. But here, not everybody will be able to afford this team, but I'm here to bring you the best Italian league team for a decent budget. Underneath 1 million coins this team is. And I'm assuming a lot of you guys have 1 million coins at least. And what I want you guys to do is use this team, either for this weekend league that started already, or get it ready for next weekend league, and let me know how many wins you get with this team, and if you got an improved amount of wins, or less amount of wins, or if you felt like, Tass, this was actually a really good team, I like what you were thinking here, or Tass, you are lost, and it's not what you said it was on the tin. So, this is more so a learning curve from both of us. So let's see what happens here. 1 million coins, best Serie A team, in my opinion. I'm going off, not just on paper certain players, I'm going off because some of you guys are going to be like, Tass, you don't use these players, so how do you know if they're good? There's one player out of this 11 that I use right now, which we will hop into. But what I'm going off is players that have caused me huge problems in Weekend League, even go back to FIFA 17. There are certain Serie A players that cause serious issues, and obviously, in logic to FIFA 18, the players that have caused me serious issues this year that I have issues with. So that's kind of the logic, not necessarily do I use these players right now. It's, are they dangerous? And trust me, I'm going to give you some danger, man. Hopefully you don't match me in the weekend league and beat me with it. But, yeah, let's hop into it. And other than this, if you do enjoy this kind of video, leave a like on the video. Leave a comment if you want to see other squad builders. So maybe I can do the best Premier League team with a 1 million coin budget. Or less coins if you think 1 million coins is too much. Or best La Liga team, etc. Leave some comments below. Leave your ideas and let me know what you think of this team as well once you have finished watching the video. So, best Serie A team. I'm going to start off by saying, this is the best team for this formation. If you're not interested in using the formation that I'm going to make you guys use, then I'm afraid this team is irrelevant for you. So if you're open to changing your formation, even if this isn't the formation that you use right now, then happy days. If not, I mean, this is kind of irrelevant because I don't see this team exchange into another formation, but let's have a look. So, I'm allowed to use the in-game formation pre-game because every player is going to be on full chemistry anyway. So, I want you guys to use the 4-3-1-2. If you want to instead use the... Let's have a look. Where is it? I think we've gone past it. If you guys want to use this formation instead, not this one, hang on. Not this one, no, Tass. Okay, this one. If you want to use the 4-1-2-1-2 now instead of 4-3-1-2, no problem. This team works in this formation, but personally, I use the 4-3-1-2. So, since I use the 4-3-1-2, but it's very similar. As you can see, just the centre mid as a CDM. That's really the only difference. So, if you're open to use one of these two formations, keep watching the video, and let's hop into it. So, we start off from the back. So, obviously, I don't think there's any debate here. I'm sure you guys are going to be like, Tass, surely there's nobody else other than this guy. The man, Handanovic, is in Inter Milan's own man. Obviously, I'm sure Kurt's going to be getting excited here. I'm putting Inter Milan players in. But not really much to say here. A keeper that causes issues in FUT Champs, doesn't cost a lot of coins, and probably one of the best keepers in the game, generally. Even Bar, obviously, he's the standout keeper in this league. But if I'm being completely honest with you, I think he would be top 5 goalkeepers of FIFA 18, excluding maybe, like, the icons, because that doesn't really count. He's probably after De Gea, Neuer, Farman, maybe. He's around that mark. Like, who knows? So he's an unbelievable keeper. No shock here. So, let's start from left back to right back. So the left back is the player, the only player from this 11 that I use currently. And I do kind of swear by him right now. I'm not going to lie to you guys. I'm not going to say he's the best left back on the game or anything like that. But I'm going to tell you, this guy is rock solid. SANDRO, he locks the game down and he tries giving you what he can offensively. I mean, what is there to say? He's 5'11", he's high, he's 3-star, 3-star. Look at that. Look at the combination of the pace and the physical with the dribbling and the defending. So for a fullback, they're the 4 spots you should be really looking at. And if you can get 85 plus pace, and then you can get 80 plus physical, that is the huge thing. And then you get 80 dribbling. I mean, That's the best left back on the game so far, other than Carlos, I'd say. Jordi Alba rivals him for sure, but this guy defensively is way more solid. So Alexandro comes in at left back. We're partnering him up with his club mate. Not a shock here. Giorgio Chiellini. What is there to say, man? I mean, this guy is one of them guys that you don't want to face. Listen, if you see somebody rocking with a Rio Ferdinand, of course you're going to be like, oh, for God's sake. But if you see a Chiellini, this guy doesn't mess about. So Chiellini, going off history of using him, and the majority, because this year I haven't used him that much. I've used him the odd time, like maybe in drafts and stuff like that. The majority is when you play against this guy. For some reason, I don't see him that much. I saw him a lot more in FIFA 17, and I'm looking at the stats, I don't know why. His pace isn't shambolic, I think it's gone down a little bit. But look at that physical and defending. I mean, what is there really to say? Low, high as well. I mean, he's not a midget as well, he's 6'2". No real arguments there. I'm sure we can move on from Chiellini. We've got his partner here, so we've got a couple names we can throw out here. Let me just make sure I'm recorded. Okay, I'm recorded. We've got a couple partners here, you know, we've got options like Koulibaly. We've got options like Bonucci, Barzagli. But I'm going for someone who doesn't cost a damn penny, I'm pretty sure. In before he actually does cost quite a bit. But I'm pretty sure it doesn't cost that much. We're going for Manolas. Listen, ignore that stat that says 19. That's quite funny how EA came to the conclusion he has 19 shooting. Unless he is extremely shambolic and has a history of not being able to kick the ball very well. In an offensive situation, I don't know how that's 19, but let's move on. The man has got 80 pace. Just the general gold card has got 80 pace and 86 defending and 83 physical. I mean, and he's 6'4" and he's low high. I mean, really? And I mean, let's just check for argument's sake how much this guy goes for. I mean, when you can't afford the Rios and the Blancs and the Maldinis and stuff, I mean, this guy is the real deal. For like 4,000 coins, I mean, this guy, there's nothing really to say. I don't think we should be arguing. Moving on to right back, I think we'll keep this pretty short and snappy because there's not really much to hype up about this guy in terms of he's really good, but he doesn't have a rival in the league. So it's sort of like a default thing. Even if he wasn't exceptional, he's coming in the team because, again, you have to compare someone in their position to, you know, to the competition. So Florenzi has no competition in Serie A on FIFA. Apologies, not in real life, but in FIFA. And anyway, even though he doesn't, look at him. I mean, we're taking that. We're taking around the same pace as Alexandro, who I've told you I'm swearing by. And then, okay, we're dropping the physical and the defending. But that's because Sandro is just a freak of nature. And other than that, we've got really good dribbling. I mean, he's solid. High, medium. He will do a job. And he's one of them OP players I'm sure you guys know in FUT Champions, especially FIFA 17. This guy was a fullback of sort of just being an OP fullback. So, we've got two club mates linking each other, centre back to fullback, both of them. And now we move on to the centre midfield situation. So as our middle anchor, we're going to have the guy that you have to have in a Serie A team. Simple. I don't think I need to hype up this guy very much. I mean, he's got many cards, but obviously for coin purposes, if you've got more coins, I mean, go ahead, get the 87. But get the normal 86. This guy is, you know, there's Vieira, there's Hullet. And then outside that, because for some reason this year Kante is not as good as he was last year. Outside them two, unless I'm going blank, I think he's the next best thing, honestly. I mean, Pogba maybe, but then Pogba doesn't have 80 defending this year. Pogba has like 68, which is an absolute shambles. So, I mean, you've got nearly 80 pace, 80 plus, I mean, he's missed the 80. I mean, obviously, if you get his inform basically, I think he's got 80 plus in every stat, so there's nothing really much to say about this guy. He's high as well, which will help out him being in the middle, so he won't be too far forward. And this year, if you have him on stay back while attacking, they'll actually listen to your instructions. So, this guy, I mean, it's a dream to have him in. So, we're going to have to link him up here. Left centre mid. I'm personally a guy that, if I have someone left centre mid, if I can't get a player who's left-footed, then I want a player that plays there who, even if he is right-footed, he's got a very decent weak foot. Minimum 4-star I'm personally looking for. And fortunately for us, this man has got and what was I about to say? I think I was going to say like 80-star weak foot. He's got a 5-star weak foot. In my opinion, he should have 4-star skills because I watched the guy play football and He's a bit of a baller, but he's got a 5-star weak foot, 6 foot tall as well. So he's adding some size into our team. High, medium, so he'll be going forward and not going too far forward. And look at the stats. We got a bit less pace than NAINGGOLAN, but look at that dribbling. Obviously, he's not the defensive guy. But again, enough physical. Look at that shot. Look at that pass. He's that orchestrator. He's going to get the balls over to your front three to, you know, start doing some damage. So he's an absolute ball in that 5-star weak foot. Can you just imagine them driven shots? I mean, I'm personally imagining them driven shots right now. And I'm thinking, we're going to have fun. So, right here, this is where I'm changing it up a bit. We're not going for a traditional centre mid. This guy plays further up the pitch. But as you can see, you know I'm using Thierry Henry centre mid. So Thierry Henry's obviously defending is terrible. As in the defending stat. But every other stat is incredible. And he's working very well. And in my opinion, if you've got a big body who's physical and just an absolute baller, he can play in centre mid. So for me, I'm getting Perisic out here. And I'm getting the Halloween card. I believe this one is the Halloween card. It's obviously the only centre mid version. Goes for like 80k, I think. Perisic, 5-star weak foot again. Except this time we get 4-star skills. And look at every stat bar the defending. I mean, I have to put this guy in. I have to put him in. 80 plus galore. With 85 pace, I mean, he'll be unbelievable. And I know you're going to say, but Tass, look at that defending. I mean, Henry has like 40 defending as well. And at the moment, I'm using him. And it's going all good. Because NAINGGOLAN will help him out and do all the dirty work. And Perisic will be that baller. So for me, I've got to put him in. And I want to try him at centre mid. I want you guys to see how it is. Because he's just too good to pass up on. So now, we move on to the part of the team where this is where we win games. You know, these 7 players on your pitch, 8 players, that was awkward, 8 players on your pitch, these are what keep you in games. Hopefully not concede many goals. But these 3 are what are meant to make you score 3, 4, 5 goals a game, hopefully. So, starting off with a cam, the orchestrator. We're going with a guy who's just super OP on FIFA. There's nothing really else to say. A lot of people swear by him. He's got different versions of the cards, but for coin purposes, we'll go with the traditional gold card. Around 40k, he is the typical cam you would want. He reminds me of a Lionel Messi situation. I'm not going to put him in Messi's category, no way, but he's got that pace, he's not that physical just like Messi, and he's that small guy who's very agile, will be moving left and right, and he's 4-star, 4-star. High-low, which will be very good for a cam. What is there to really say? I mean, he's going to stick out and do a lot of good stuff for you at cam. So there's not really much else to speak about because, I mean, yeah, that's really as good as it gets, really, for a cam position. But here, I'm sure you guys know one guy that is obviously in this team. In my opinion, this is our magician. This is the guy that is going to stick out than any player on the pitch. Maybe NAINGGOLAN will stick out a bit more because he's everywhere on the pitch and you'll just see him a bit more. But this guy is the guy that you will be able to tell when you're doing build-ups and having shots and stuff. This is the man that is going to stick out. Paulo Dybala, put him left striker and get ready for some driven shots. I mean, this guy, right? Looking at his stats, I mean, he's quick. He's agile. Look at that 91 agility. That is huge on FIFA 18 for me, even more so than FIFA 17. Look at the stamina. Look at the shot power. The shot power is still very good. But then it's really, in reality, it's the total package. Now, okay, he's not very physical, but that's why we partner him up with someone physical. But this is the guy that will stick out and, in my opinion, be your MVP if you decide to make this team. Paulo Dybala goes for like 200-300k. And moving on to the last position, his club mate. We're going with him. People make jokes about him in real life. I'm not quite sure why. Just because he doesn't have a six-pack. That's a bit harsh. We're going with Gonzalo Higuain. Goals galore. And the guy since FIFA 17, when I see him in Weekend League, okay, I've got Maldini and stuff to stop him. But for some reason, he just says, I don't care who the centre-backs are. I'm going to score my goals. 4-star week for just shoot. Just shoot. That's all I'm going to say. He's not very quick, but just shoot. Literally just shoot. And yeah, that is your team. I believe this team will go for 1 million coins or a bit less. If for whatever reason it's just over the 1 million coin threshold, delete the Perisic and put in an informed Brozovic. Because that guy was the guy that I wanted to put in, but Perisic was just too good to keep out. Other than that, it shouldn't go for more than 1 million coins. This is literally 1 million coins. When the market's in a bad place, it'll probably be like 50, 60, 70k over. So just wait and it should cost you 1 million coins or less. And yeah, I'm looking at this team and I'm seeing champions. I'm seeing a championship team here. And the key here, when I'm looking at it, I'm seeing a team. I'm not seeing individuals. I'm looking at the general team. I'm looking at lockdown with the centre backs. I'm looking at incredible fullbacks. I'm looking at Raja locking it down. We've got creators next to Raja, and then we got this guy, and this guy will be running the show, and this guy just shoots. So for me, you should see an increase in your weekend league performance if your team is a bit worse than this, or if you have 1 million coins and you had a completely different team. I think this team will do the trick for you. But you're going to have to leave me a comment below or tweet me in the coming days how your weekend league went with this team, or next weekend league went with this team. And leave me a comment below, do you want to see another 1 million coin squad builder with the Premier League team and stuff like that? And I will do that. And hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. If you did enjoy the video, please leave a like on the video, subscribe if you are new. And what else is there to say? Is there something coming up this week? Something like uniquely special? It's just a traditional week. So yeah, if you enjoyed the video, please like the video, subscribe if you're new, and comment below with everything that you want to see. Until next time, guys, I'll catch you later. Peace.